Listen, we bottled it in the playoff final last season. We might be stuck in the championship, but guess what? We're coming for the title. Welcome to season 4 of Salford City. Here are the boys. Right, there's no messing about this season. The Prem's waiting for us, so we need a new number 1 between the sticks. We've got 10 million in the kitty, and I think we all know who we're going to splash the cash on. Shake my hand, lad. Arguably one season too late, but you're here now. Kevin Keller, welcome to Salford City. The number 1's our new record transfer, and I must admit he does look the part, doesn't he? We're making deals up the other end of the pitch as well. Marcus Force joins on a free. He knows how to get about in the championship, so it'll be good backup for Sinclair and Thiago. But we can't have 6 strikers for 2 spots. It's time to trim the fat. It's with tears in my eye we say goodbye to our day one, the man who scored our first ever goal, Callum Hendry. It's been real, but we can't say no to 1.25 mil. We also say goodbye to Jack Moylan. We bought him in on free, but he's best known for scoring that thunderbolt against his old club. 950,000 to Brescia. We also sold some youth academy grads that were never going to make the first team. Don't worry, Suzuki's not going anywhere. He's just joining Mills at Southampton for some much needed development. They're just on the fringe. They're not first team quality just yet. After all said and done, we've got 7 mil left in the kitty. So we decided to splash out in a couple of defensive reinforcements. Kai Janahova and Will Fish join us on a free. Finally, some good quality cover all across the back line. Defence and attack is now reinforced. Now let's talk about the midfield. I want one of these two to join our ranks. We tried our best, but Lorient are keeping Joby hostage. Why so serious? Dele Alli it is then. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want him last season, but we just didn't have the cash. 3.25 mil from the Toffees. We're in 2026 now, and I'm going to take a stab in the dark and say you didn't make the World Cup squad. Now our last bit of business is a sneaky investment for next season. Connie De Winter joins on a free, and the plan is to loan him out this season and then sell him off when we get to the Prem for some extra funds. But let's go ahead and focus on this season. We definitely look a bit more solid all round. Premier League experience in Keller and Dele Alli. We look too good for the championship. So let's jump into some games, lad. Here we go. Round 2 in the championship. With Stanley Mills out on loan, Amad Diallo gets a proper bite of the cherry this time round. We kick things off away to Sheffield United. Thiago Trakush with the header, and some things don't change from season to season. Leave it out. I was feeling sentimental, so I gave Alex Cairns one final run out in the league. So sue me. I felt bad, but although now I think about it, I probably should have left this testimonial match to be some random home game in the Carabao Cup or something, not in the league. Well, they're saying that he pulls out a world-class save. I take it all back. Well done, lad. If he was pulling out stops like that last season, we might have been in the Prem by now, but oh well. Let's try and enjoy our time in the championship. It's not going to last forever, is it? Anyway, 85 minutes on the clock, 3-2 up against Sheffield, and Fabio Tavares has been brought down. That's it, ref. Well done. Red card for Aaron Trusty. Callum Morton on the ball now. What's he going to do from here? He has a dig! Oh my word! The little ginge has rifled that into the top left banjo. I haven't seen a long shot like that since Kendrick's A minor. 60 long shots and 66 shot power. My arse! Coventry were up in the firing line next and waving the white flag of surrender, but to be honest, we were too busy running the train on Sheffield to notice. Thiago opened the scoring, but then Dion Sanderson was like, you know what? Hold my beer. Takes it all the way from his own half and rifles it. He even whips out a suey for good measure. You know what? He tried it a few times last season, but it never came off. I'll tell you what, it did this time round. Thiago grabs a brace, and then it's Sinclair Armstrong with a delicate finish to make it 4-0. But this one right here might be my pick of the bunch. A no-look touch and then a diving header over the keeper. 5 goals, 2 sueys. What more do you want from a game away to Coventry? Oh yeah, a Sinclair Armstrong brace. 6-0 it finishes, and then we're off to Rotherham. No hard feelings, Callum Hendry. It's just business. But I'm going to take that shot on goal personally. Show him how it's done, Ahmad. Finesse shot. Ooh! The Ivorian is well and truly taking his chance in the spotlight. Unlike Callum Hendry, who gets subbed on the other side of half-time. 60 minutes on the clock. They try their luck with the cross. Bejmo clears it, but it's only as far as their man. And then Nakamura with the silly challenge inside the box. gives away a penalty. Will our new number 1 step up and be the hero? Yes, he will. Not once, but bloody twice. Kevin Keller with the double save. He does let Rathbone shot at the near post in though, but you know what? Everybody's allowed one mistake. Nakamura with a godly touch and finesse shot, but their bearded goalkeeper comes out on top, celebrating like he won the bloody World Cup. Thiago takes full advantage of that and nods one home to make it 2-1. Now let's see what the scouts have found. Noah Simmons, 71 to 94 potential, and I'm not too sure what it is, but there's something about you that screams first team football. It might be a couple of seasons until you're given a run out. Skinner and Proctor from last season have been sent out on loan, and Toby Bowden is still sitting on the bench waiting for his chance in the first team. I'm sure he'll make an appearance soon. We've got some cup games coming up. Mortar makes it 1-0, and then Keller gets down quick to keep it that way. There, Keller puts a wonderful ball in the box for Miyoshi, and he just thunderbolts it past Keller. Nothing you can do about that. Armstrong with the pace. Can he finish it? Of course he can. He's got that on lock now. Just did it off the post for good luck. This would have been the sexiest goal we scored if Thiago could have just whipped out a bicycle kick when he needed to. He makes no mistake with that finish though, and at 3-1 up I was trying to go for some fancy finishes. I mean, that would have been the perfect opportunity for a scorpion kick, but no bueno. Armstrong with his well-deserved hat-trick, and then it's Vaughan with the pace. Has he got the finish in the locker yet? Yes, of course he has. Just chipped it over the keeper. We are looking scary good in the first half of the season. Top of the pack. On goal difference no less. Look at that. 56 goals scored. And 19 of those with Thiago Chikush. 13 assists too. Wow, he's turning into a proper player. It's going to be Arthur Sinclair to catch up. I wonder who will win our golden boot this season. We shipped out some youth academy grads who just weren't going to cut the mustard. And we've also got Force and De Winter out on loan. De Winter was planned, but Force was just crap. A quick update on Noah Simmons. He isn't good enough for the minute, so we've shoved him out on loan to develop a little bit. Okay, so we did actually play one game with Will Fish in January before sending him out on loan, and you're going to see why that's funny in a bit. We've got 5 million in the kitty, and I can't afford anybody on our transfer target, so we're going to reinvest in the youth academy. We're keeping it Brexit. Can't decide whether it's Scotland or Wales, so we'll find out soon. No new faces to show you. We're sticking with what we've got. I trust the boys to get us over the line. Take it away, lads. 0 to 104 seasons. Well, 3.5. No thanks to this man. Of course, the fans love him, and so do I. We also have a soft spot for Jenko when he's not dishing out penos, coming in with a clothesline out of nowhere. Now we've got all our eggs in the Alex Cairns basket. Can he save our blushes from 12 yards? Of course he can't. You're probably wondering why they're both starting. Well, I feel like we've got the championship title well and truly in the bag, so we're going to give a cup run a go this season. Can't be asked for Carabao, let's stick with the FA Cup. I'm not sure if a championship team has ever won the FA Cup, but we're certainly going to give it a good go, aren't we? Bowden steps up for the corner, and remember what I said about Will Fish? Well, this was the one game he played. I bet you feel like an absolute fool now, Gaffer. He won us the game 2-1, and then he was shipped out to West Ham. Back in the championship now against Hull, and look at that little pass from Dele Alli. He makes it look so simple, just playing it through the lines. Armstrong puts us up 1-0. What do we have going on here? Is it Sanderson making another darting run? Of course it is. Armstrong knocks it down for him and he spanks it off the post. Perhaps if we spent a little less time sending our centre-backs up front, they'd be switch on enough to not let Philogents just waltz through and level the score. In the dying embers of the game is Beigemo to put a cross in and just check out this pinball car crash of a goal. There's no way the Swede claims it. You can have an assist. I ain't giving you the goal, mate. Back in the FA Cup now as the Eagles travel to Moor Lane in the 4th round of the FA Cup. And that turn from Sinclair Armstrong is quite possibly the sexiest thing I've ever seen him do on a football pitch. They are Premier League defenders. He's just spread on toast. Just look at that turn. I haven't seen a 180 like that since J. Cole apologised to Kendrick. Come on, mate. Pathetic. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll take it down. I'll delete it. At least Drake went down swinging. Last season I said it was 20 beat 1. No. Now it's 1 beat 20. It's us versus the world, lads. They're all coming for the spot. We're going to let them take it? Are we? Jenkinson doing his best Dion Sanderson impression. He hasn't got any legs left in him. Armstrong off the post. Oh, Christ. I completely lost my train of thought with that. Kendrick versus Drake beef. Where are we at now? Oh yeah, Callum Morton making it 2-0 against the Eagles. Not bad for a championship team, is it? I mean, yes, they pull one back, but honestly, who really cares? We're through to the next round. Thiago up against his old flame, Watford. I forgot to mention it last season, completely forgot. He played for Watford back in the day and then went to Fenerbahce. Now he's at the Amis and he's living his best life. He has been very good for us for the past 3 seasons, scoring 20 plus goals each campaign, but now he just seems to be operating on a whole nother level. Look at that finish. He did that all on his own. Sinclair sets him up for his second, easy finish. An excellent stop from Keller here. That's why he brought him in. Oh, no, wait, I spoke too soon again. He just rushed out the corner there. Stay on your line, our kid. This time it's Nakamura to set him up for his hat-trick, and just look at him. The boy hasn't got an ounce of respect in him for his old club. Remember earlier I was talking about Toby Bowden, our little youth academy grad? Well, he's been starting a couple of cup games, and now he's finishing off his chances in the championship. This is what I want to see from our players. 94th minute, 5-1 up, but we're still hungry for more goals. And look at that delicate little finish. Oh, he's a star in the making. I'm calling it now. We're flip-flapping back to the FA Cup as we travel to the King Power Stadium to face the Foxes. Another Premier League test in the FA Cup. We do end up going behind first to both, but we were rocking a 4-3-3 attack here with Vaughan just behind Thiago, and that decision paid off as the Turk pulls us back level. Sinclair gives the ball away in unfamiliar territory after tracking back from right wing. Luckily, Cairns and Scales are there to mop up after him, and in true Salford City style, we are breaking from the back. Morse on the ball, he just dribbles round his man. Sees Thiago running through on goal. Does he got the finish? Of course he does. You'd bet your family dog on that hit in the back of the net. We're now 2-1 up after going a goal down. It's Vaughan to play into Dele Alli, and Larson gets down to it. We haven't actually scored with Dele Alli yet, but that's not a problem with Thiago. After bagging a hat-trick, he's picking out a bit of crumpet from the crowd. I'll have her, and I'll have her. A big man at 6'5", he's got his pick of the lot anyway. We made it through to the quarterfinals in the FA Cup. As you probably guessed, we're back in the Championship against Middlesbrough, our playoff semi-finalists from last year. Isaiah Jones opens up the scoring at the Riverside, quickly putting Michael Carrick's team up 1-0, but they didn't check the team sheet. We're donning the 4-4-2, and it's Thiago to set up his strike partner. Jenko getting caught on the break, and he takes matters into his own hands. Lucky just to get a yellow card, to be honest. Diallo making the run through. Can anybody get the ball through to him? Of course they can. Bejmo plays it, and Diallo with the lovely little finish. Sinclair Armstrong proving why he needs to be in a 2 up top formation. Excellent closing down. Can he find his strike partner? Of course he can. We've got control of the game after a messy first 5 minutes. Sinclair turning provider again, this time for Callum Morton. 4-1 up, we're plain sailing. Yes, they pull one back through Azaz. Nifty footwork from the Irishman, but it doesn't really matter. Armstrong finally getting his goal to contribute his earlier assists, and we've done the Borough 5-2. Our final game of these highlights is the quarter-finals against Brentford, away at the G-Tech, the third Premier League outfit to stand in our way on our epic FA Cup run. What? Trying his luck from distance, but it's just shy of the post. A dull opening 20 minutes. We're not giving the council flats anything to shout about, are we? But we could get the party started here. Bejmo down the wing. Who's that in the box? It's Dele Alli with the diving header. He's finally got his first goal on camera after God knows how many games. The second half rolls around and it's Vaughan weaving his way into the box. And I don't know whether this is a shot or a cross, but Thiago is there to get the second diving header of the game. We win 2-0, but at what cost, I hear you ask? Other than a new set of veneers for Thiago, it has cost us not a thing. We're still top of the pack with 3 games remaining, although it is a bit close. Mid-table for the West Brom are up first, and this is how we're lining up. Garbutt at left back, Bowden gets a nod at right mid, and Morton up top, with Nakamura in centre mid. 4 changes to our normal lineup. I hope it doesn't come back to bite us. Well, all I'm saying is it doesn't come down the left-hand side. Josh Madger opens up the scoring, 1-0 for the Baggies. He tries his luck again, this time with his left foot, but thankfully it goes well wide of the post. Boys, what are we playing at? Sheffield United is 1 point behind. We can't be dropping points now. Garbutt with the switch to Bowden. As he tries to get away from his man, he gets chopped from behind. Only a yellow card, are you sure? No time to cry about it. Watt gets the ball in the mixer, but with no Thiago in the box waiting for it, Sinclair to head it well over the bar. clutching at straws around the 60th minute. Morton with the ball at his feet. He plays it through to Armstrong. He's got the pace to get away from his man, and he's got the finesse shot on lock this season. He draws us level and rescues a point against the Baggies. Well, it's a point gained by the look of the table. We drop into second, 2 points off Sheffield, but with a game in hand against relegation fodder Wickham. 6 changes to the starting lineup against West Brom. Thiago back in up top, along with Vaughan, Dele Alli, Kian Best, Jenkinson and Kai Janahova. Metro, shut the home fans up and play some drums, because we've got to get Adams Park singing to the tune of the soul of Salford, or we could just let them score first. Bottling it against bottom place Wickham. Come on lads, do you not have any self-respect? Vaughan's got the idea. He dinks it over just a bit behind Thiago, but don't panic. The Turk knows how to finish his dinner. Thiago turns provider as he plays it over the top to Diallo, and he whips out a lovely little finesse shot to get control of the game. 2-1 up against Wickham. We're in the driving seat now, and it's open road ahead. Thiago with the back heel into Vaughan, lays it on to Armstrong, and it's a wonderful team goal to make it 3-1. An inch perfect cross from Diallo sets up Sinclair's brace, but this goal right here is the pick of the bunch. Sinclair, stop that lad, he's got a family for his hat-trick no less. It's absolutely disgusting. He flicks it over his shoulder, and then there's a weak foot half volley into the bottom corner. 5-1 up and absolutely no signs of slowing down. He's played through again, but this time he dinks it across to his partner in crime, so he grabs his brace. We subbed him off after that impressive performance, but who comes on in his place? Fabio Tavares. A wonderful dink past this man, and he fires it into the bottom corner. 7-1 it finishes against Wickham. I'm pretty sure that puts us top, but let's go check the league table. That's better, but it's still a bit tight at the top. Sheffield have kept pace with us all season long. I think anything less than 3 points in the final game, and we risk losing out on silverware. The Canaries are our final hurdle in the league. These are the lads I trust the most to get the job done. So without any further ado, let's go win that title.
Let's be having you! Come on!
Have some of this, you old bag. Lions versus Canaries. We all know who wins that fight. And the Ammies are up for the scrap. A couple of no-nonsense tackles early on just to show they were up for the fight. And now we go for the kill. Sinclair's effort blocked in the box. I think it's a perfect shot, to be honest. Nakamura from distance, but the keeper gets down to it. Keep your head up, lad. Thiago, the main man from the corner, just gets a deflection off that big fat forehead. Piling on the pressure in the first half, but to no avail. I haven't seen a ball online that good since jumpers for goalposts. Ida's effort comes crashing off the post. Keller coming in clutch with a big save to deny Ida again. Sinclair Armstrong on the left wing, and look at that for a body feint. He's completely sent their defender for a hot dog. Quick feet inside the box. He keeps his balance and just prods it past the keeper. It's not the first time we've seen Sinclair Armstrong do something epic this season, but no goal this season might quite be as important as this toe poke past the keeper here. Not a bad way to get your 26th goal of the season now, is it? Not our way to rest our laurels in a 1-0 lead. It's Morton with the overhead kick, but the keeper smothers it. Thiago with some epic closing down. He makes his way into the box and just dinks it over the keeper and the bar. 89 minutes on the clock. It's Quevin Keller coming in clutch yet again to keep us in the lead. And one hand on the title. What with the clearance from the corner, and then we're pressing high up the pitch, just waiting for that final whistle, and there it is. The Salford Massive are going balmy. 1-0 was all that was needed to not only win the league, but to get us into the Prem next season and one step closer to our goal of Champions League glory. Nevertheless, what a picture-perfect moment this is. We're witnessing history in the making, people. I told you lot I was coming for the title this season. 101 points is the magic number, but just look at that. 103 goals. And we've got someone to thank for that. After a breathtaking season lead in the line, Thiago Trakush has won the Championship Player of the Season. You know this goes straight in his Tinder bio, don't you? 28 goals and 17 assists. It's hard to argue with those numbers. But the fun doesn't stop there. We've got an FA Cup final to look forward to. You're probably wondering what the hell happened to the semis. Well, the footage corrupt. So please enjoy this dramatic reenactment.
Look at Randy Orton slithering.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
That's exactly what happened. Now let's crack on with this final, shall we? Not a bad word to say about their starting lineup. Look at it. Now I know what you're going to say. Cairns and Jenkinson. Are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. They played every game of the FA Cup until now. They're not going to be kicked out on the final. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. And go on, you know the rest. We've had a mixed bag of results every time we come to Wembley. 1 win, 1 loss. But they were both promotion playoff finals. Let's just try and enjoy the moment. And Harry Vaughan's would have been a cracking way to start their day. Off suiting the booted Sir Marco, so hopefully that gets us a bit of good luck. Anyway, a win here today not only means a historic double for the Ammies, but European football next season. Battling on home and foreign soil might be a bit of a stretch for a newly promoted team, but you know what, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Back to the game now, and we were dominating in the first 15 minutes. And who else would it be to score the opening goal than the Championship Player of the Season, Thiago. Up the other end of the pitch, Scales jockeys him out for a corner. Harvey Elliott steps up, lays one into the box, and it's Dele Alli with the clearance. Jenkinson tries to play him off, but it's just a bit too far ahead of him. Sanistero works his way into the box. Round 1, works his way back across goal and fires off a shot, and it blitzes past Alex Cairns. Premier League team are on the front foot yet again. Aronson into Elliott, he plays through Jorginho, but Big Alex is off his line. Beige mode trying to bait Sinistera offside. Jenkinson with a slip and slide. He gets turned inside out. It's comical defending. And the number 8 has made it 2-1 to Leeds. Maybe that suit was bad luck actually. 51 minutes on the clock. Jorginho pops a shot off at the near post, but Cairns is quick to it. Jenkinson blocks the rebound, and honestly, that was as good as a goal. Armstrong tries to turn his man, but can't get past the Debo. What with the Joga Bonito step overs, Armstrong on the shoulder, but we just can't get past the man mountain defence. Then what, to get a yellow card for step overs? Oh no, it was for taking out Harvey Elliott. We've completely lost our heads at this point. Jenkinson gets himself in the book. 83 minutes on the clock, and it's Vaughan playing it across to Thiago. Gets the shot off, but the keeper's equal to it. And this right here would have been the goal of the season. It's pretty average build-up play so far, but look at that from Diallo. If Thiago could have just scored the header. Oh, Picasso, I like it. We get another bite of the cherry from the corner. Thiago just finishes that. We take it to extra time, but it's not meant to be. And Leeds lift the FA Cup and secure themselves European football this season. It just wasn't meant to be for us, Salford. Keep your heads up and don't let this distract you from what we've achieved this season. Yes, I look fly for a white guy, but I'm not wearing this bad luck suit in the Prem next season. Confirmation of our FA Cup loss for you lot, and look at this. In all competitions, 35 goals and 20 assists. Oh, and 16 clean sheets. Did he play in goal as well? Let's not ignore Sinclair Armstrong though. 29 goals, 11 assists. That's still a world-class season. Anyway, if you enjoyed, do leave a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments who you think we should sign. We're going to be strutting our stuff in the Prem next season, so we might need a superstar or two. Till next time, stay safe. And adios. Champions, champions, ole, ole, ole.